we are going to discuss about the topic inflammation. This topic comes under pathophysiology R19 syllabus unit 1 B Pharmacy second semester. Now we will go into the topic, that is inflammation. Inflammation, it is the body defense reaction in order to eliminate the limit of spread of injurious agents followed by removal of necrosed cells and tissues. So inflammation occurs mainly to remove the injurious infectious agents, necrosis cells and tissues. What are the different causes of inflammation? First cause is infective agents like bacteria, virus, parasites, and immunological agents like cell mediated and antigen antibody reactions, and physical agents like heat, cold, radiation, chemical agents like organic and inorganic poisons, and inert materials like foreign bodies. These are the causes and definition of inflammation. Cardiac signs of inflammation, it introduced by Roman writer. It is red in color, swelling and heat. These are the signs of inflammation, and the types depending upon the defense capacity of the host and duration of response. The inflammation is divided into two types, that is acute and chronic. Acute, it is a short duration. Acute inflammation, rapid response to injury and other foreign substances to the site of injury. Under acute inflammation, there are two events, that is vascular events and cellular events. Now we will see here vascular events. It is the alteration in the microvasculature like arterioles and capillaries and venules. When the alteration occurs, it is known as vascular events. It occurs due to response to tissue injury. The, the alteration includes hemodynamics and vascular permeability. First, we will see hemodynamics. Hemodynamics occurs due to inflammatory response changes in the vascular flow and calibrated small blood in the injured tissue. As a result, sequence of these changes are transient vasoconstrictions of arterioles. Like mild injuries, body functions may be re-established within 2 to 5 seconds. And persistent progressive vasodilation, which elevates local hydrostatic pressure, mainly involved in arterioles and affect other, which results slowing of leukocyte migration and also transition of fluids into extracellular fluid spaces, which causes swelling of local sites and acute inflammation, due to which increasing the concentration of red blood cells, which results in the increasing blood viscosity. Due to this, leukocytes stick to the vascular endothelium, then move and migrate through gaps between endothelial cells into extravascular spaces, which is known as emigration. Next, altered vascular permeability. Accumulation of edema fluid in intestinal compartments, which comes from blood plasma by its escape through endothelial walls of peripheral vascular bed. Next, escape of fluid is due to the vasodilation and increased hydrostatic pressure, which transudate. Subsequently, the characteristic inflammatory edema appears by increasing the vascular permeability of microcirculations, which is exudate normal. Here you can see the image of normal. Increased hydrostatic pressure, here you can see liquid and inter endothelial cells, and also here decreased colloidal osmotic pressure, and here you can see plasma membrane. It is the structure of normal one. Now we will see transudate, structures of transudate and exudate. Okay, here is the structure of transudate. Here you can see in image, there will be a, due to the gaps between this fluid will be leakages, which results in increased hydrostatic pressure, which leads to venous outflow obstruction, and also decreased colloidal pressure, which results in the decrease in the protein synthesis. This protein synthesis decreased due to liver diseases, and protein loss occurs due to kidney diseases. Okay, This is the transudate structure. Now we will see exudate structure. Here you can see there is more gap between two endothelial cells. Through this gap, the fluid will be gone out from intracellular to extracellular. Fluid and protein will be leakage from intracellular to extracellular. Vasodilation status and interendothelial spaces, which leads to inflammation. Now we will see the mechanism of increased vascular permeability. Here we have 5 types of mechanisms. One is contraction of endothelial cells, retraction of endothelial cells, direct injury to endothelial cells, endothelial injury mediated by leukocytes, leaking and neovascularization. Here you can see the first endothelial cells. Here's the first one, gap due to endothelial cells and retraction of endothelial cells. Here direct injury occurs endothelial cells and endothelial injury. When endothelial injury occurs, here you can see the two structures which contain small tiny cells. It occurs due to endothelial injury, and when leaking and neovascularization occurs, here you can see the another one, changes in the structure of endothelial cells. These are the 5. Now in detail we will see the characteristics of single. The first mechanism of increased vascular permeability is endothelial contraction. Here you can see the endothelial contraction image. Affects venule exclusive. Endothelial cells develops temporary gaps and also which is mediated by the release of histamine, bronchodiene and mediators, and immediately after injury it occurs. Next, endothelial swelling. Here you can see the swelled structures of endothelial tissue. It occurs structure and reorganization of the cytoskeleton of endothelial cells, which is reversible retraction of the intracellular junction, and it is mediated by endothelial swelling is mediated by cytokines like tumor necrosis and also interleukin factors. Next, endothelial necrosis. Here you can see the image of endothelial necrosis. The main cause of endothelial necrosis is cell necrosis, appearance of physical gaps, and also process of thrombosis on the site of damaged endothelial cells, and also affects all levels of microvasculature, either appear immediately after injury or last for several hours, and also severe bacterial infection. Okay, main cause is necrosis, physical gaps and thrombosis where endothelial damage occurs. These are the causes of endothelial necrosis. Next, endothelial injury mediated by leukocytes. Others of leukocytes means attachment of leukocytes to the endothelium where the site of inflammation, and also activation of leukocytes release proteolytic enzymes and toxic oxygens. This comes under mediator injury, endothelial injury mediator, and attaching of leukocytes to the site of inflammation, and also leukocytes release proteolytic enzymes and toxic oxygen. It occurs due to leukocytes endothelial injury mediated by leukocytes process. The main cause is endothelial injury or increased vascular leakiness. Next, leakiness and neovasculation. Newly formed capillaries, vascular endothelium growth factors, and also process of repair and tumor are exclusively leakage. These are the leakage and vasculation. Up to now, I completed acute inflammation under which vascular events are completed. The remaining cellular events and chronic inflammation will be available in part 2. This is inflammation part 1. Thanks for watching this video up to last. Share this video to your friends. It will be helpful for you in the examination. It's a very good material. Thank you to all for watching, and subscribe our channel PPK Pharma Tutorial, and like our channel and click on bell icon. Like our video if you like this video. Thank you to all.